All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepted members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all know what it is. Black Power, frequency, and energy. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should become a member. The link is right down in the video description. Is also in the chat room. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies for the kings, queens, and the children, holistic tonics and remedies, African and Kemetic jewelry, and much, much more. You feel me? Get over there, 25% off selected items at this time. Shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University, over 1,000 videos of nothing but pure heat. You got also the Grandmaster teachers, supplemental, but also monumental and instrumental research material of the master, researchers, and scholars, along with an overview from the general, breaking down that information for you. This is truly a dynamic website for the African student, scholar, and you should have this. You should be a member today. So get on over there and check it out, family. Ring the alarm. I just got off of Patreon. Ring the alarm. I just got off dropping bombs on Patreon. You see what I'm saying? Just dropped 2 fire presentations over there dealing with this on a biblical level, breaking down some things that our family need to know, deciphering, decoding all these so-called holy books, showing the truth of our supremacy and our divinity on this planet. So get on over there to Patreon. Don't you dare hesitate, because it's a must-have for the revolutionary today. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels, King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You will be banned. And that'll be the end of your ass. Now, talking about, the situation that's going on over there in the so-called Middle East, we got to talk about it, because eventually your ass might be over there in one of them goddamn tunnels that they got over there. You see, I just been looking online, and they fucking decimating that shit over there, decimating it. I don't even believe they intend on leaving a goddamn building standing. I say, they just, and the thing about it, which I'm going to get off into tomorrow, I'm not going to get off into today, because I need to, tighten some things up. But they've been exterminating them. Listen to me. They're supposed to be brothers. That's right. They supposed to be Semitic brothers. Huh? Ain't they? Ain't they supposed to be Semitic brothers? Their father is supposedly Abraham. Their granddaddy is Abraham. But they don't act like it. They don't act like it. You see what I'm saying? That show you how far that lie go. They say Abraham has, he had Ishmael, Man, I was watching Walter Williams. Walter Williams had me rolling. How the Arab try to, make Ishmael so divine that when they say it, Ishmael, you see, Ishmael, we from Ishmael. Well, goddamn it, that damn Jew don't give a goddamn if you from Ishmael or he don't give a damn. You see, and so it's turning up over there, and it's becoming brutal. It's always been brutal, And the thing is, what we got to look at, that this shit has been a systematic destruction since they got over there. Now, again, don't get me wrong. I don't care, but we're just stating, because what you're looking at, what the Israeli is doing to the Palestine today, the Palestinians did to our people. Now, I don't even want people to be confused that there is a Palestine. There is no Palestine, family. There is none. Matter of fact, there is no Palestine. See, they fooling you niggas. Y'all looking, y'all get on, you go on the map and you see where it say Jordan. They say, goddamn, Jordan is in the Bible. This is ancient Jordan. And, you see Syria, you see Lebanon, and y'all just think y'all in the Bible and shit. You see, and I'll show you without no doubt that they just created that shit over there just like Disneyland. Just like Disneyland, niggas is over there, and we can black that up without no doubt with all the receipts that they just created that. And you know who's responsible for creating that over there? They call Israel the Rothschilds. The Rothschilds created Israel. That's who was responsible for that. You see what I'm saying? Now, the crazy thing about it, I wonder why the Israelis couldn't jump on them goddamn them Germans. See, they always find the weak motherfucker to jump on. That's what they do. You understand what I'm saying? They couldn't bring no smoke to them damn Germans and them Russians. Them damn Germans and them Russians put their ass, they had to put them track shoes on. Yeah, they had to put them track shoes on to get on up out of there. But then, they went down with the financing of the British. And so when you talking about the British, you ain't talking about nobody but the Jew anyway, because the Rothschilds took over Britain. You see, they the one that took over their banking system, their money, and all of that, even to this day. You see, they were responsible for building that Suez Canal over there, which is a large reason why that the Israelites, the so-called Israelis, is over there today. They're nothing more than the gatekeepers of that very important waterway, the Suez Canal, that leads from the Mediterranean down into the Red Sea, down into the Gulf of Aden, leading out into the so-called Arabian Sea, which ain't no Arabian Sea. The Arab is a landlocked goat herder, and you gonna name a damn sea after a landlocked goat herder. You see? And so, because them British had took over, what they call today Iraq. Wasn't no Iraq, okay? Wasn't no Iraq. They just created that after World War I. You see? I think they created Iraq around 1920, something up in there. Lebanon. You see? Jordan, it was originally Trans-Jordan. Wait a minute, let me show y'all. They just created that shit and gave it, and people looking, thinking, oh man, them ancient nations that them goddamn nations just been created. Okay, ain't never been no Jordan. The only place you gonna find Jordan is on a map in the Bible. You wouldn't have never found it physically on nowhere on the planet Earth. You understand what I'm saying? Looking for Jordan would have been like looking for the land of Oz, some goddamn way. Going to see the Wizard of Oz. You see? No different. But I'm gonna get off into it now. I'm gonna get off into it. Which one I want to get out on their ass? I believe it was that one right there. Let me start with that one. Let me work out with that one. Yeah, these got the maps I need in here. Yeah, these got the maps I need in here. We're gonna be talking about the tunnel warfare, but you know what? I don't want to just jump off into that. You see, I don't want to just jump off into that. Let me get it. Let me get this in here, cause I want people to see this shit. How they done made this shit up. So this is about the, I believe this is the year 1912. This is before 1948. Yeah, 1948, but they was already they was already paving the way before 1948. They were already setting that shit in motion long before that. They was setting that shit in motion after World War One. They were already in there. They just hadn't established the nation of Israel yet. They was over there exterminating first. They was over there, but they hadn't officially got the go ahead. You see, only when the British pulled out of there, because the British was over there. Now, what you looking at right now, this is when the Ottoman Turks was still in control of the land. You see? Ain't no goddamn Iraqs, ain't no Lebanons over there. Ain't no goddamn Jordans. You see? None of that. The Turks didn't allow, and then when you go into because the Turks, the Ottoman Turks, the Seljuk Turks, who came out of the area of Mongolia, the damn Mongols and the Turks, the ones that's in Turkey right now, originate over there from Mongolia, in that area. That's where they originate, and they fought their way in this direction and took over what they have today. Now, they knocked down the Byzantine around 14, I forget what date that was, 1412, something up in that area. 14, y'all know the date, look it up. When the Constantinople fell. And they fell to the Ottoman Turk. But even under the Byzantine, you didn't see no damn Lebanon and no goddamn and the crazy shit about it, because after the World War One, the Ottoman Turks, who sided with Germany, I believe Hungary, they lost. And so they carved all that up over there. You see what I'm saying? And so it wasn't no Saudi Arabia. It wasn't no Saudi Arabia. You see? That shit over there was just, you had little towns here and there, but it was no Saudi Arabia. That was named after Saud, the family Saud, and they hadn't even, taken, control of that area yet. So it was not called no Saudi Arabia. Now, what's crazy, the British, after they defeated the Turks, they wasn't going to name it Iraq. They was literally going to name it Mesopotamia. They was going to go back and name it Mesopotamia. You see, because I was looking at these mandates. Matter of fact, is this the mandate right here? Right here. The draft mandate. This says Mesopotamia. And then, through, I guess the so-called Arabs over there arguing back and forth. Then they say we're gonna name it Iraq. You see, we're gonna name it Iraq. Here, you see, now you can see here. Now this is under the Ottoman Turks. You see, now the area that you call on this particular map, this is in 1520, the green, you see Syria, you see, but even in the understanding of Assyria, if you go back to the Bible, which was founded by Nimrod, which was the son of Ethiopia. You see what I'm saying? When you talk about Assyria, is the land of Nimrod. That's true. who was the son of Ethiopia. You see, we got to say what it is. Okay? You know, niggas talk about it, but but there's some information in the book that they reveal before they realize how damaging it would be. And that's why that's why the Jew chose not to even. Now, it's not a holy book in the sense that we could take everything, no. But there's a very serious 20% of it that is very damaging that they should not have said, and they wish they had not wrote that shit. You see what I'm saying? Because they clearly say that we were in the land. We were in the land. Now, as you can see over here, you don't see no Iraq, Arabia, most of them, Oman, Kuwait, none of that shit existed. You see, many of them, majority of them Arabian nations didn't even exist. They just had little, they had little tent towns right around there. See, Persia, they had Persia there, but, wasn't Iran yet. You see, Turkey was Anatolia. So we have to be clear that, because a lot of people get, they when they see these countries today, these niggas fall into the Bible and they think that the goddamn nation been there since the days of damn Noah. And goddamn, they don't have no understanding that they just created this. And that's why Walter Williams broke that shit down about them motherfuckers just getting that damn Quran. They just got that damn Quran. Then when you look, if you go back to when they show you go back when they show so-called Palestine, you see, so-called Palestine, or whatever the fuck they want to call it, and you see them dusty ass Arabs over there, and you see how unkept the land look. These ain't no motherfuckers reading no books, man. Ain't a book over there. Ain't nothing but gold, sheep. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing going on over there, family. When you go into Egypt and you look at them Arabs, and they show them Arabs in the early 1800s and 1700s, when they got over there, man, they ain't had no books. They was living in the temples. They didn't have no respect. Burning, they living in the temples like they living in tents and shit, setting fires in the temple, soot burning up the ceilings. You see what I'm saying? These ain't a people of civilization. These are not a people of civilization. These are, just like Drusilla Dungy Houston said, these are pastoral peoples. You see, these is pastoral people. They don't build structures. What need do they have for self-standing structures and buildings and shit? These peoples is moving from here to there, from there to here. You see what I'm saying? And so the illusion that they had books, you see, they didn't have no damn books, and I'm tired of niggas coming up. Oh, say this the oldest Quran, nigga. They wrote that shit in the basement. Nigga, they making fake goddamn statues and shit every day. Fake shit every day. We had already cracked, and they talking about the damn Dead Sea Scrolls. They found the Dead Sea Scrolls. Then the next year, after they founded Israel, they found this is to justify them being in the goddamn line. See, we found, and I be watching shows, and they be talking about they done found the little shard of goddamn with David name on it and shit. A damn shard of a goddamn motherfucker. Where's his tomb at? Where's the the topsoil. You see megalithic structures and shit. Where is it at? You see? They didn't have that. They didn't destroyed it. And the crazy thing about it, we don't, it's as I started to study my teachers and our teachers, as I studied Drusilla Dungy Houston, she say the goddamn Arabs, they hate culture. You see what I'm saying? And it's still, and when she say that they hate statues, that's why it's in Islam, they hate all buildings, they destroy the buildings, they destroy the artifacts. I say, and when she said that, and I realized she wrote that book in the early 1900s, and when I went in and I show y'all ISIS, and when they went into Iraq, and they went right over there to where the ancient structures that was over there, we know that they can't compare to Egypt. And once we can accept, okay, but they had some little knowledge. They have some little knowledge. Quit trying to, what happens is people try to blow it up bigger than what it is. And if you just accept it for what it is, this was a colony of Africa. You understand? They had, it was some resources there, and so it was a colony that was established in that area to retrieve resources, and bring back to the motherland and so on. And so that's what it was. And so they left a few little, some statues. They left, some structures that can be respected amongst in our history. And they went right over there. The ISIS motherfuckers, the Arab. And they went over there putting dynamite in the shit. You see what I'm saying? They went over there with, what they call them jackhammers. You see what I'm saying? And put the jackhammers on the statues. You see, when the Taliban, when they went over there the first time to Afghanistan, there was I don't know how tall that Buddha was. And the motherfuckers dynamite, the Buddha was it was like in the mountain. They had carved the Buddha into the mountain, and they put dynamite under it and blew it out of there. These motherfuckers hate culture. You see what I'm saying? How the fuck is a man that's that hateful of culture know what to do with a book? If he had venerated any form of culture like that, you understand what I'm saying? Then we could, we would take into consideration. Even then, I still wouldn't take it into consideration. You see, because the thing is that Egypt left a standard that listen, we ain't looking for no scrolls. Nigga, they got scrolls everywhere. You see what I'm saying? They got writing over everything. So we not looking under the ground for nothing, this, that, and the third. The Arab, just like when the British came in and established them nations over there, and they did it for that oil. And that's why they over there today, for that goddamn oil. Israel and motherfuckers not talking about that. They didn't start drilling out there in that Mediterranean Sea, and they getting oil now. Yeah, and there was a fallout between, I believe, Israel and Lebanon. They ain't really talking about it. And I don't know if they didn't come to some understanding that they're going to share some of the profits. But yeah, they getting some oil out of there. Just in case Saudi Arabia want to renege, you see, in case Saudi Arabia want to renege that, and people don't know that Iraq, that's where the British founded that BP. Y'all niggas be going to the British Petroleum. That shit was founded when they created Iraq over there. You see what I'm saying? That's when, and they created them nations, and they put puppets in every last one of them because they wanted to control the social and the political dynamic over there so that they could continue to get that oil. You see what I'm saying? Now today, Saudi Arabia is they acting up. You see what I'm saying? They acting up. You got Iran, but I seen documents. Listen to me. That they got documents saying that if it come push to, but you know the United States got access to oil too now. They got access to oil too. They really don't need that shit over there. You see, and I'm not saying this because they really don't need it. The British need it. You see what I'm saying at that time, but I'm quite sure that they have other areas to get oil today. But that's where they found the BP that you niggas see in all these neighborhoods. But British Petroleum, I believe it was, but the name of the whole company is British Petroleum Oil or something. You know what I'm saying? But that's when that's where that company come from. You see, when they founded Iraq. But again, they established that so-called Arabia during the time of the colonization of that oil, and now all of them nations didn't. They militant. They not. They don't want to. They not fall. Some of them. They don't want to fall in line, but they got an agenda that they, back in the day, I seen it, where they say they'll bomb the shit out of Saudi Arabia. They don't give a fuck. Iraq, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. They'll go over there just like Bush and them. They already had that shit on record. Nixon was talking about that shit. Nixon said if them motherfuckers sneeze and they fuck with them damn oil fields over there, that they'll go over there and bust their motherfucking head. That's what they said. So they already had these agendas on the books for a long time. Nah, I'm just gonna tell you. If they talking about going over here into Gaza, and these motherfuckers got these tunnels up under that goddamn city like that. Listen, if you ain't never seen that movie, I forget what they call it. Have y'all ever seen that movie they call Tunnel Rats? Where these was motherfuckers over there in Vietnam, and they had to send motherfuckers because the Vietnamese had tunnels, and man, yeah, they had to send them. You had to go down in the motherfucking hole and shit, and man, they had all kind of booby traps for them motherfuckers. Stick half in half his goddamn body was cut in half. Well, they had bombs and shit in there. You see, if they have to go down there in them damn tunnels to get to, man, that shit gonna be bloody. That shit gonna be bloody. They're gonna lose a lot of motherfucking soldiers. You see. And now the United States then send 2 aircraft carriers over there. They didn't send 2 aircraft carriers over there. You see, and I think it's getting to the point where the tit for tat shit is over with. You see what I'm saying? The tit for tat shit is over with, and a true victor just gonna have to come, gonna have to, gonna have to take the title. That's just all it is to it. All that, thinking there's gonna be some diplomacy, this, that, and the third. They're gonna do basically the same shit. And what's crazy to me, and like I did the other day, we'll be moving on. What's crazy to me is that the United States is over there, but where's the British? Ain't the British the ones that started this shit? Huh? Ain't the British the one that started this shit? Ain't they the one that gave them the land? Huh? what they call the Israel, the Palestine mandate or whatever, and gave them the mandate to go over there, establish Israel, and all of that. And Palestine, and and say it would be one nation, and then they say it wasn't going to be two nations. They say it's going to be one nation, and that they should live there equally and shit, and this, that, and the third. But you don't see the British. You see where they at? Why the fuck is they sending the United States so they can send if you niggas sign up. I mean, that's what they do with the military. So I'm quite sure you ain't confused, nigga, when you sign up. That's what they do. They send motherfuckers to war. That's what the military is for. So it ain't it ain't like, you motherfucker, you signed up, they send your bitch ass wherever they want to send you. And so you just get wherever they give you your ticket to, nigga, you get your ass over there. But I tell you what, it's going to be, I think, that area, I think it's going to be harder than fucking Iraq. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be more volatile than Iraq. You see what I'm saying? Because they going to throw it all in for that area. You see what I'm saying? I think they're going, it's going to be a lot of death if that war pop off. If it pop off, you see what I'm saying? And if Iran come into the fold, ain't no telling how that's going to go. It's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly. And I'm just going to tell you that it's going to get ugly. And it might get so ugly that they very well might have to drop an atomic bomb. And if and like I say, the possibility. And they got Vladimir, and we about to move on to the next. And we're going to keep it moving, family. They got Vladimir Putin up there talking about, what the Israelis is doing in Gaza. And this motherfucker in Ukraine then damn near bombed the whole motherfucking nation into the Stone Age. And this motherfucker... This motherfucker here, Putin, Vladimir Putin, Vladdy, man, what the fuck is you talking about? How the hell you gonna tell somebody anything about bombing and you in Ukraine, then damn near bomb these motherfuckers into the Stone Age? You see what I'm saying? And so, family, I'm telling you this. Is the way I see it, and after this, I'm gonna move into the next one. I'm seeing pictures of how they obliterating, and you could tell that they don't give a fuck what the world is saying. They don't. You see what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They didn't literally said, fuck y'all, talking about the world, the UN. And they saying that they can't live with the Arabs. You see what I'm saying? And that they intend, if y'all want these motherfuckers, send them into Egypt or whatever nation that want these motherfuckers, y'all can come get them. But it's looking like they about to obliterate the fucking what they call Palestine. They bombing that motherfucker to smithereens. You see, and Iran is sending threats. They sending threats. And the United States is going to have to deal. And that's crazy. You see, that's crazy because literally, how the fuck is Israel? And we're going to move in. How the fuck is they going to fight Iran? So that's a setup move right there. That's a setup move. You see, and we're about to talk about that. Don't y'all go nowhere. I see family coming in. We be right black. I'm going to click this and we And don't you go nowhere, because we about to turn up. It's about to get much hotter. And I'm going to reveal a lot of information of what's going on today. This is General Cyrus Soon said. He said, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Come right, black family. Black power. Black power.